I'm going to do another hinge here. I got my screencast keys on. Okay, good. And it's going to bring in a cylinder here, just like that, and put an array on. 0.05, let's say. Get rid of that. I'll do 3. Okay. I'm going to apply that and bring these back roughly to the center. Okay, and I'm going to go into these and do some editing here. It's a little tight, but I'm going to try to grab all of the faces. Okay, I want to make a hole, so I'm going to do inset. There we go, just like that. And then I will go ahead and try to grab those faces, Control E and bridge edge loops. These two faces here, Control E, and then these two. There we go. Select them all and recalculate the normals. You grab this edge and this edge, this edge, this edge, this edge, and this one. Control B, I'll put a little bevel on this. Okay, just like that. Maybe it's not the best color to work in, so we'll go back to this. I'm going to grab this inner edge here, and I'm going to duplicate it, Shift D to duplicate it, and P to make it a new selection. Alright, and I'm just going to move this out. Edit. Select it and put a face on it, and E to extrude, and I'm going to push that through on the underside. Okay, and then I'm going to just roughly get it there, scale in the X direction a bit. Go to the front view, and we'll just position this. Something like that. Bring it a little bit this way. Okay, I'm going back in, and I will grab this face and this face, and I'm going to extrude, scale X a little bit, and then I'm going to come back, grab a earlier selection there, and I'm going to extrude, scale, Shift X, and just make it a little bit bigger. And then grab that face and this face and hit Control B, pull back the bevel and add a few segments to round it out there. Okay, and I'll smooth that. Okay, so now we've got all of that together. So I can go ahead and hide this piece and come back in here and select all those spaces, and then Control L to select all linked. And I'm going to make that middle one its own selection. So these two are joined here, and this one is separate. Okay. Okay, front view, I've got my cursor still there, so I'm going to go Shift A and add a cube and scale it in the Z nice and thin. This is going to be the piece of metal that comes off of the hinge. Metal I would attach to the door or the wall or whatever. Scale in the X just a little bit shorter than these cylinders right there. Okay. And I'll go in and grab this face and just lengthen it out a little bit. So let's say that's how long I want my hinge to be. Okay, so far so good. So I'm going to go to the top view, and I'm going to roll my add two edge loops, accept and scale in the X, and make them just a little bit shorter on the inside of both of those cylinders right there. Okay, now while I've got that there, I'm going to need one on the other side, so I'm going to let's say I unhide, get rid of that stuff from before. I unhide that, and I'm going to mirror this. Okay, and apply that, so I have another piece right there, but I want to break that out of its selection. Control L, make it its own object. So I got that waiting there and ready. Okay, hide you again. Okay, so back into this guy, and I've got those pieces there. In fact, I could hide this and this just to make it a little bit easier. I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to grab this face and this face here. I'm going to hit E to extrude, and I'm going to pull these back into the cylinders. Okay, I'm going to hide this stuff now. And yeah, I'll go ahead and start this. Before I do, let's go apply scale, come in and grab all the vertical edges here. It takes a bit of time to go around here, but I'm going to grab this. There we go. Control B to bevel and add a couple, 2 or 3 segments. And then I'm going to grab all the top and the bottom edges all the way around. I'm going to round this out a little bit and make it look a little bit nicer. Okay, hopefully I got everything. Control B, pull back a little bit, not too much. Add maybe 2 segments. That's good enough. Okay, so I got that piece. Let's unhide everything. And we're going to come over and do the same thing on this one. So let's hide that, hide that, hide that. And no, we don't want to hide that, do we? I'll take it back. I'll hide that, hide that, hide that. I'm going to come into this guy. And we've already got those edge loops in there from before, so let's just alt select them, scale them in the X, and bring them in a little bit like that. Oops. And then we can grab that face, E to extrude, and bring it into the cylinder. Fantastic. Before I do any work on this, I'll do apply scale, hide that, and we'll do the same thing we did a minute ago. We'll grab all the vertical edges here that are on corners anyhow. I'm not going to grab that one, just on the corners. Places that we want to round this. Control B, pull back a little bit, add a few segments, and then do these ones. Okay, looks good. Control B, a couple segments. Good. Unhide everything. Let's see where we're at. It's going good. So let's join these up, those two. And this one will join up. Let's smooth these. And I find I tend to put an auto smooth of 12, which gets rid of, faceting on this thing. Like, for example, if I smooth this, you may see, I don't know if you can see it in this, there you see that kind of stuff, right? And I don't know the technical aspects of this, I just do that and it looks better, so I'm happy with that. Okay, and now we will just add a cylinder. Scale it down. Look in top view. I'm going to duplicate that and bring it down a little bit there. Shift D will duplicate another one, put it over there. Okay, I'm going to join these. Okay, and then I'm going to mirror these over. Mirror them across that and apply, and they're all one group. Now I can do a Boolean on this and apply, and a Boolean on the other side. Apply. All these can be hidden. Okay, so let's get rid of everything that we don't need. And I think we done it. The 3D cursor is already there, so let's just set the rotation of that. Rotate X. There you go. Moves around nicely. Yep. Oh, don't scale it. Just move around. Okay. And that's it.